Kill and Waste is the next map. There we go. The third map and the deciding map as the series is tied with 1-1. And there we go. Starting to the bottom right that you can hopefully see on screen right now. We have, well, actually we are top left first apparently. Okay, Funkadelic, now you're trolling me. Okay, so that's just mean. That's just mean at this point. Okay.
We've got two players. We got the top left Dragon and the bottom right.
Try it again. Try it again. At the bottom right we have yeah, CatZ. No, we're not.
Oh, this is Moment actually that we're following. Now we have it
right. Okay. That explains a lot because the French are. Well, I don't know how the French introduced their players, but Mowan had a very interesting viewing pattern there.
Yeah.
A little bit jumpy, I would say.
Very jumpy.
But on the other hand, he's a pro gamer. Have you realized that most pro gamers, when they observe, do a horrible job because they observe like they would observe a replay to gather the information that are like the most relevant for them. But if you are like an objective observer to the game or a viewer and you want to see what's going on, then it's just way too fast, too jumpy, and no smooth transitions. That's always a little bit funny when you see that happening.
Yeah, it's true. These walls, this one makes a little bit more sense, but you know,
they're unnerving you like crazy, aren't you?
I think that like if he makes this tech lab, he's gonna have 3 different entry points in. Like if he makes tech lab, then he makes the depot at the bottom. I think there still might not be a full wall, but either way,
I actually feel if he puts the depot at the bottom, then he will be fine.
I hope so for his sake, man.
Yeah.
This is just a little bit more CatZ drone pressure, and is going to be thwarted this time. The gas obviously indicates we're going to see Reapers again.
Yeah.
And what kind of Reapers? Are we going to see as much of a commitment as last game? I don't think so, but it's possible.
Yeah, I doubt it as well, especially since CatZ knows exactly what's going on here. The drone even escapes with a few hit points. Really well done. And CatZ is this time going for a normal build. We have him with a 15 hatch and then straight into the pool, so no pool first here.
Yeah. And, you know, the second barracks is going down just like last time, just like before. It starts to seem like we're going to see a second gas and triple Reaper production.
It's going to be really interesting to see how Dragon plays this. Because against Dimaga, the one thing that was really transparent is that Dragon used the same strategy every single game. And it feels a little bit like, you know, he tried his original strategy against CatZ, didn't work. So his commands in the first, into third, and then
this one worked, so now he's
exactly again. This one worked, so it's like, yeah, well, let's go for it again.
Yeah. That's certainly true. No bunkering at all. That's what these links want to just make 100% sure of it. The hatchery finished as well, so not going to be a concern of his. But CatZ doesn't know that he's going to be facing Reapers 100%, but now he does.
Yeah, the Reaper takes out 2 Zerglings. CatZ is actually supply blocked here.
Yeah, that's going to become a problem, in fact.
Yeah, especially since he didn't realize it. His queen never started, so he could have cancelled the queen and started the overlord a little bit faster. He might have been out of lava.
Yeah, it's possible, but you know, either way, now he's going to be able to finish that overlord up and get additional queens out, because that's what he really wants here against these Reapers. Yep, there are the next 2 queens. He starts 5 drones as well. And this Reaper pressure is just not really going to cause a ton of damage. He's actually starting that 3rd barracks now. He's got the 2nd gas, but this time he's scouted, and I think CatZ is much better prepared. He didn't even do that much damage directly with the Reapers last game either, but now he's trying to force down some drones. Really nice micro by CatZ.
CatZ needs more creep spread. He needs to spread the creep between the 2 bases. As the queen and 2nd one is way too late to that party. As soon as he has those extra queens, as soon as he's on 4, it will be easier for him to defend. But now at the beginning, extra creep tumors would have helped him a lot, and there's already one trying to spread the creep a little bit to the left side so that he can deal with the Reapers better. But also have a bit of early detection.
He's actually done with his 3rd barracks, making another tech lab. He's got the factory, so he's going to get Reaper speed again. He actually tries to target down the queen and botches it. I mean, that was impossible. I don't know what he's thinking there.
Against 3 queens, it's not really...
It's just not possible.
Yeah. Not with 4 Reapers. If you have more, maybe, but not like this. And therefore he loses one of his Reapers. was not able to move it back soon enough, and CatZ doesn't take. He doesn't take any risks. He's like, okay, well, you're going for a Reaver play again. I'll just gonna build the Roach Horn just in case.
Oh wow, he's actually going to be able to catch these queens off creep, and that is a different story. But you know, even off creep, there's the fourth one joins in. It's not going to work. But he damages the queens. He's also keeping them a little bit occupied. They're not going to hit their injects perfectly here. He needs to spread that creep. There it is. Just like you said, you know, you have to have those two bases connected. You're going to find yourself in a lot of trouble.
Exactly. If the creeps, if the queens actually have to walk off creep, then you're always in this awkward situation where they're just way too slow, and the one advantage that Reapers have is their speed, and Dragon is even going for the speed upgrade right now, so that's always really weird. Nice to see the vision working here for Dragon's Reapers, but there are just too many queens, and he plays this quite well. The queen escaped, right? Or did he just kill? No, survived with like 8 hit points.
Yeah. Barely holding it. 11 roaches coming down here, so CatZ taking a different approach, like you said, with the roaches, not leaving anything to chance, but then also with this many roaches being made, he might go for a counterattack after he defends the Reapers.
Question is how well those Widow Mines will work against the roaches. That's the only thing that I'm curious about now. Because CatZ has a bit of a timing here with the speed that he gets for the roaches now as well. He can try to hit.
And come the Reapers in again. They're actually going to deny this queen. You can actually kill that one. Yep, he gets that one. And he could get the tumor as well. Here comes the Widow Mine. He needs to burrow it a little bit slow on the draw there, but he's still going to get it down. Nice splitting there. The Overseer will actually clean that up now.
Yeah, Overseer takes it down.
A big attack in the main though. He's going to come in here with speed now. Take out another queen. He could get several harvesters. He's definitely going to.
Yeah, you will get a few, and this is just the superior speed that you have and that one advantage. He takes the queens down, and he needs to get out of there when those roaches arrive, losing quite a lot, and now those drones should actually also just try to surround the Reapers, but no, they're not doing anything. The harvester count is being diminished. How many did he lose? 15 in total. Dragon is going to town here, but still the same harvester count for both of these guys.
And the Reaper's actually getting a few more harvesters. Looks like he just is willing to throw them away at this point because he knows that they're not going to be useful later on. But he's only got 2 Marauders and 2 Reapers on the map in total, so this Roach counterattack is going to be a big problem. Takes out another one with that Widow Mine.
Yeah.
Oh, they changed the name to Sentinel Missiles, not Unstable Payload on that Widow Mine. Yeah,
the Sentinel Missiles now with 160 damage. Here come those roaches, and this is going to be the most interesting timing for me now, if CatZ is actually able to do damage, but Dragon is ready. Marauders on top of the ramp, and good luck with those roaches.
He needs to get those bunkers up as soon as possible. If CatZ had gone in there earlier, I feel like he could have definitely stopped the bunkers from going up, would have traded okay, but now it's too late.
And with all these Reapers, we will see a comeback of the Spine Crawlers in the main base again.
I think so, man.
And also a bit of a different positioning with the buildings, I feel, to make sure that those Reapers can't get behind the mineral lines. That's what you kind of have to do. You can really see that this is something that CatZ does not really know anymore how to deal with. Or he's well, that's probably not phrased correctly. He just tries to cut corners that he can cut in Wings of Liberty, but he can't cut them in the heart of the Swarm.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's a different game. There's a lot of different things you have to worry about. And I think you said it quite nicely, saying he cuts some corners that cannot be cut in this game.
And people will figure that out again. They will be like, okay, against your opening with the Reapers, I will need a Spine Crawler here. I have to rely on this and as many queens. I need to change my build a little bit. But so far he did a good defense. I mean, he lost a lot of Harvesters, but to be fair, there were so many Reapers that Dragon was bound to do some damage. And in overall supply, CatZ is still okay. She's a bit behind, but he's getting his third base up now. He has the +2 attack upgrade already started, has a few infestors on the map as well. So he's trying his best to get now into this late game scenario, even with the Hydra Den again that we've seen already in game number 1.
Yeah. And you know, he's very late on his third base. That's something that's a concern for him, because you need to have that third base up as soon as possible as a Zerg player. You can stay 2 base versus 2 base for a little while, but eventually you got to get that third up so you can take that advantage. Dragon, on the other hand, also doesn't have his third command center even started, as far as I can tell. So his Caduceus reactor upgrade, though, however, is started, and he's got a ton of Marauders to face these roaches and also to help against the infestors. By the way, that command center was done very clearly there. I feel like I'm a little bit off today too. I'm making some silly mistakes, like the sentry call from the GSL the other day, but
That sentry call. I don't know. I thought you were talking about the Keen sentry. I will never forget that.
Oh man.
Who did he play? Keen played against.
It's beyond me.
I don't even know, but it was so funny when these force fields came down. I'm like, brilliant force field traps the stalk, and I'm like, wait a second.
That was definitely.
That was so cool.
Definitely a little bit awkward, but you know what? You and I were on the same page there.
I read through the thread later and actually got tweets about it. People were like, yeah, we thought exactly the same thing, like great force field. Then I'm like, wait a second. Force field. He can't cast force field.
Uh-oh, these investors need to make sure that they have good fungals. You know, with the new projectile, it takes a little bit longer, so they need more support.
Yeah, and that's why a few of them were actually caught, and Dragon is going to fight here because CatZ decides to turn around and just start fighting because he realizes that he can't run away, but he is definitely getting the worst end of this engagement.
Yeah, and several of those Marauders almost dead, but not quite, and plus trading Marauders for Infestors is just not something you ever want to do. Caduceus Reactor seems to be finished for the Minimax. He starts 2-2 now as well. And on the other hand, CatZ is getting that Hydralisk range upgrade. As soon as it's done, he's going to get the speed for the Hydralisk, but the thing is...
Dragon is on the move?
Yeah, he's on the move and he's not waiting at all. Speed for Hydralisk off creep isn't going to matter if you're only going to use him on creep defensively.
And there they are gone, the Infestors, only one is still alive, and here comes Dragon. One of the siege tanks is in position, and of course concussive shells are done, slowing down those roaches as they attempt to retreat. And Dragon with a 40 supply, with a 50 supply lead, is now going through the rocks and trying to take down the third base of CatZ. And there's not a lot that the Root Gaming player can do. 2-2 on the way for the Terran, and there are just too many units for Dragon now.
Yep, and he's going to be able to have that one sieged up tank actually on the low ground. Now the second one comes in as well, and just having those two tanks there at the bottom actually makes this push so much scarier because it's hard to run in and deal with these units with all the siege tank support and the choke point made by these destructible rocks. Well, those are indestructible, but you get my feel.
Yeah, that third is dead.
Yep,
well, the fourth actually.
He can't defend the fourth, but the third base, like you said, is still up for now. But he's so far behind, he's down 50 supply here.
The SCV scouted it. Dragon didn't really know that there was a fourth base. So he now moved in, and he realized, of course, with the mining that was going on at the third base, that something was a little bit off with the timing. But there are just too many units for him. The army supply are heavily in his favor. 101 against 50 army supply. And now CatZ is supply blocked up, are losing several overlords. And this just does not bode well.
Well, that's helpful, but you know, I don't think it's going to be able to change the fact that he's probably going to die here.
I think it's too little too late.
Yeah, exactly. And a few more units are actually coming here. He may save that command center after all. Plus, that's not his third, that's his fourth, similarly to how we were talking about with CatZ. So he actually saves it. He's going to be able to repair that. Well, this is actually really intense. He saves it. Yeah.
He has it, so he's going to save it here. And those infested Terrans are a bit too late to the party. At the bottom now, the push into the natural. It looks like Dragon is able to stay the king of the hill and take down CatZ. CatZ with an early lead in the best of 3, but then the former Millennium player comes back and comes back with a vengeance.
GG.
GG indeed.